Felt like every time I logged into Twitter, they'd just take one of our, like we'd got, like some record for the fastest selling thing and they'd taken it.
사실만 전달하는 국뽕브라더, BTS 월드 투어의 보수적인 영국 아저씨들까지 열광하고 있습니다. 영국의 아저씨들은 자식 세대의 취향을 이해하지 못하고 무시하기도 했지만 이제는 점점 바뀌고 있습니다. 불과 얼마 전 BTS의 월드 투어 티켓팅 전쟁이 발발했고 그 결과 희비가 엇갈렸습니다. 이 영국 아재 유튜버는 처음에는 BTS에 관심이 없었지만 이렇게까지 이 한국 아이돌을 좋아하게 될 줄 몰랐다고 합니다. 그러면서 티켓팅 성공에 대해 미친 반응을 보였습니다.
So I tried to get BTS tickets. And I managed to get some. This is going to be incredible. I feel so lucky right now. I'm literally on cloud 9. I generally didn't even expect that we would even have a chance, but we managed to get tickets to see BTS on the Tuesday night at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I cannot believe it. It was the most stressful experience ever. Both me and my wife are signed up for the army membership. I already had my membership since back for the Jin show, so that was amazing. And I had a tab open for both nights at London, as did my wife. I got in and I had like 60,000 on one, 50,000 on another. It was just never going to happen. But my wife on her laptop connected to the Wi-Fi somehow managed to get like 8,000 and lower. And it was so stressful because when we finally got in, every time I'd click a ticket and tried to add it to the basket, they would just vanish. I was like, Now I hope to see so many of you guys down there, and hopefully as well for whatever shows you are going to, hopefully you manage to get tickets as well. Do remember, if you weren't lucky this time, there's always opportunities on the general sale, which I believe is on the 24th. Please don't give up. You never know. You never know. We were convinced that we would be in the hundreds of thousands seeing some of the other tweets and stuff like that, but you never know what can happen. And also, a lot of you guys have been asking about what's going to be happening in the channel because obviously not been uploading that much. There's going to be content coming for sure, especially with the build up to BTS. I want to be covering all the new stuff that's coming out as well. So this journey has been unbelievable. Literally, I reacted to my first ever thing on BTS and now it's become everything. I've been to see Jin, now we're going to see BTS, and it's still just the start. So this has been amazing. I'll see you there.
이렇게 현재 영국을 포함한 전 세계의 전체 세대를 장악했기 때문에 BTS는 난다긴다 하는 해외 스타들의 기록을 싹 다 갈아치웠습니다. 영국 출신 보이그룹 중에서 BTS 이전의 전설적인 가수들이 있는데요. 바로 원디렉션이라는 그룹입니다. 영국 오디션 프로그램 출신으로 2010년대 초반에 서구권 보이밴드의 최정상을 차지하고 역시나 엄청난 글로벌 팬덤을 가질 수 있었던 역사적인 인물들입니다. 그런데 BTS가 이들의 기록을 싹 다 갈아치웠습니다. BTS가 월드 투어를 예고한 지 얼마 지나지 않아 원디렉션의 멤버인 루이 톰린스는 빌보드 인터뷰 중 이런 질문을 받습니다.
What has it been like in the years since to watch other pop groups kind of take the mantle from you guys? Obviously, they're playing on a different field than you guys. There have been different bands who have had different types of success than you guys. But are you paying attention to that stuff?
전설인 루이 톰린스는 이런 질문에 아주 솔직하게 자신의 감정을 이야기했습니다.
It's not something I paid loads of attention to, but there was a time where BTS, they just got to their peak. I know they're still there, but when they were on the way up, and I felt like every time I logged into Twitter, they'd just take one of our, we'd got, some record for the fastest selling thing and they'd taken it. And I just felt like every week I was going, I've just seen a new thing taken away from BTS. When I was reading that, and that was probably about 6-7 years ago now, it did make me a little, it was just a bit of a shame, It's we had all these things, but I don't begrudge them that. It's not something that I'm listening to all the time, obviously. But no, I think that's the nature of the music industry. It keeps moving,
이렇듯 영국 자국의 스타보다도 이제는 한국 아이돌이 인기가 더 많은 시대가 왔습니다. 현재 영국에서 BTS의 영향력이 어느 정도인지 이 영상에서 알 수 있습니다. 여성은 BTS 월드 투어에 불만을 표했습니다.
Oh my god, guys. I stayed in the queue for 3 hours and they threw me out of the queue. Oh no, I don't know if I will get the tickets. I wanted to go to the BTS concert so bad. Let's start again from the start. I started with 46,000 people before me. Then I was thrown out of the queue. Then 50,000 people down to 3,000. Please don't throw me out of the queue. Oh my god, I can't believe this. There's literally no tickets.
수만 명을 뚫어내면서도 포기하지 않습니다. 현재 런던의 상황입니다. 전광판에 대대적으로 BTS가 등장하고 있습니다. 월드 투어 광고입니다. 정말 놀라운 것은 이 영상은 낮 시간대인데 다른 영상에서는 한밤중에도 이 광고가 나온다는 점입니다. 또한 런던에서 BTS의 신곡 광고가 아니냐는 추측이 나오고 있는 대대적인 광고도 하고 있었습니다. 그런데 BTS 월드 투어에 대해 영국인들은 도대체 왜 이런 짓을 한 거냐며 난리가 나기도 했습니다. 토트넘 구장을 선택한 것에 대한 분노였습니다. 흔히 웸블리가 아니라 왜 토트넘이냐, 규모 작지 않냐, 교통 불편하지 않냐 라며 불만을 토로한 것이었습니다. 그런데 그것에 대해서 한 영국인은 오히려 이게 영국에게 기회가 될 수 있다고 말했습니다. 잘만 하면 역대급 기회라고 말이죠.
So with BTS announcing their tour dates and the 2 dates they are doing in London, they are doing at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, there have been a number of fans and army that are sort of a bit upset about that because they could have had Wembley, they could have had Twickenham or Allianz Stadium, whatever they want to call it now. I need to tell you why Tottenham isn't such a bad thing. Now, apparently, My Chemical Romance have Wembley at that same time. That's not something you can really avoid. You know, if another band already has it, not much you can do. With Twickenham, I'm literally looking at the stadium, looking at the events. There is nothing around that day. They have the Premier League final on the 20th of June and then nothing until the 8th of November. So I'm not quite sure what they're doing, but for some reason you can't have Twickenham at that time. Now with Tottenham, it isn't a bad thing, right? And I'll tell you the reason why. I did see someone do a mock-up of what the stage setup is going to be, and it does look like it's going to be minimal. So the only way I can sort of describe it is when you looked at Stray Kids one last year, they had the whole of the south stand. For Tottenham fans will know this. The big stand at the back, that was covered completely by a stage setup. And then part of the east and west side or the southeast and southwest was all completely covered up. The rest of the stadium was completely open. And then obviously they did have floor ones as well. From what I saw from the mock-ups is BTS aren't going to have a massive display over the south stand, which means you will have the south stand set up, and they are going to have a 360-degree stage as well, which would mean that more of the stadium is completely open. So there should be very minimal seats that are closed off. And then obviously you add in the fact that there will be floor seats as well. So even if I'm suggesting maybe 2,000 seats aren't going to be accessible, I could be completely wrong. Obviously won't know until the stadium is actually set up for it. You're still going to get roughly 60 to 61,000 people in that stadium. And in terms of acoustics, it is a million times better than Wembley. Now look, Wembley, 90,000 people, you can make a hell of a lot of noise for 90,000 people. But as a Tottenham fan, as someone who has been to the stadium a number of times and has watched us on TV a multiple amount of times, the atmosphere at that stadium is unmatched in terms of certain clubs. So if you then have that with the music, with the speakers, that's going to be it's going to be loud. It's going to be very, very loud. So yes, you do sacrifice a fair few tens of thousands from going to Wembley for a Tottenham. But from what people have said about the Stray Kids concert last summer, it was unbelievable. If they don't do a big stage setup like Stray Kids did, if they have as much of that open as possible with all the acoustics and sound, that stadium is going to be unbelievably loud.
현재 영국 SNS에는 토트넘 구장 몇 번열 시야 공유 영상이 올라오고 있으며 충분히 잘 적응을 하고 있는 것 같습니다. 구독자 9,000명 넘었습니다. 여러분 덕분입니다. 이번 주 안에 10,000명 달성할 수 있을까요? 정말 열심히 영상 만들고 있습니다. 제 채널을 1만 구독자 채널로 같이 만들어보고 싶으시다면 동참해주시면 감사하겠습니다. 저는 여러분 곁에서 가짜뉴스를 걸러내고 진짜 해외 반응 소식을 전해드립니다. 속는 게 바보가 아니라 속이는 게 나쁜 겁니다. 구독과 좋아요, 알림 설정을 조심스럽게 부탁드려 봅니다. 영상을 끝까지 시청해주신 분들 정말 감사합니다.